How are you? Once again, welcome to my video. Today I'd like to speak about sharing. And this came about, the topic came about because I'm the kind of person who likes to share a lot, especially just by word of mouth. I don't mean the sharing of giving someone something physically, but I mean like whatever information you have, how often do you share it? I'll give an example. When I started working and I started discovering things in life and things to do with money and how to spend and how to budget and things of the sort, there's some things I learned through experience. I did a mistake, I tried to find my way, and there's some advice my parents gave me, and there are those that I had to learn for myself. So there are a lot of things that I made mistakes, then looked back and thought, this person around me has this information, but they never thought of guiding me or directing me. Yes, I know in life we have people who don't like being advised. They don't even like people meddling in their business, especially when it comes to finance. Most people, in fact, I don't blame them, but most people, when they discover you have some money, they will take advantage of you. So they will give you advice and expect something in return, or either they will advise you to enter into a business they're already in. So majority of the things I did, like, I felt like people took advantage of me. I'll say I entered into something that really did not bring value to my life. Somebody just advised you, enter into this business of selling this thing because they are looking for people to join after them so that they can earn some profit or some commission. And that is the wrong direction. I came to discover I don't have to do everything that I'm told. But again, I'm the kind of person who discovered there's some things somebody could have trained me early in life, and then this could have helped me to gain differently. I'll say, for example, before I did my first investment, I really saved a lot. And where did I save? Directly in a savings account. I wasn't getting any profit, a big profit to discover, but I was really disciplined in the amount I was saving every month. So looking back, I just asked myself, if I could have put this money somewhere like a SACCO, if I could have put this money somewhere like in a trusted money market, that money would have gained a lot, unlike where I had just left it, because I did not have that knowledge and I did not have that information. But I had people around me, relatives, who knew that this is a young girl, she's just started working. I should kind of share some information in terms of finances, in terms of investment. Just give her the information, not ask her to do it, but tell her so that when she's ready, she can know where to do. So I'd say I looked for information. There's one very important person who gave me advice on shares, and I did enter into shares. Up to now, I thank him for that, though he's deceased. Then I also had somebody that I asked about land, but they just told me, oh, so far this is not possible because of this and this and that. But because they were my relative, I thought they would have gone a step further and advised me, since you have this money and it's not enough, put it in this place so that it can earn, then you'll be able to do whatever now your goal, to meet your goal in the long run. So those are the things that sometimes I look back and imagine, I wasted this number of years without doing this. I could have done it differently. That's why I like talking to younger people and informing them. The faster you start doing this, the better. And I feel like, for me, if I just had someone to guide me, I would have really appreciated. There are so many people who you try to guide, but they don't even see the importance. But I guess that is life. When you help, you also don't help so that someone can appreciate. You just do it because you're also helping yourself by helping that person. So at my place of work, I also discovered I'm in a leadership position. I deal a lot with trainees also, or new people who are coming into my section, maybe to learn something. And I'm normally this kind of person who I would ask somebody, look at someone. One thing I know is that younger people left school recently. So they've been taught a lot of things that maybe I'm not aware of or I've not been informed about. They have new information. Like we are told, technology, things keep changing. Things keep reinventing themselves. So these people are just back from school. They're still in college. So they have a lot of new things in their minds. things that are done differently from what we were taught. So for me, I normally used to find it a faster way of learning something, because this is someone fresh from school. They'll help me know what is new in school. I'll give an example. It might seem very foolish, but that's a good example that I had. There's something I used to do, like a lot of paperwork, a lot of administrative paperwork, and I used to copy paste a lot. I'd pick something, copy it, screenshot, print screen, sorry, then move it to a Word document, then crop and get what I want. Then one day, just somebody told me, somebody I was training, why don't you use the snip tool? And I had no idea about that tool. So you see, this person really helped me to learn. And another thing is, when I normally get somebody to train at my section that I was working, I used to tell them, if there's something you think I'm doing in a way that can be done differently, don't feel scared to tell me, let's do it in a different way. And trust me, I got a lot of positive vibes from the people I was training. Because somebody would be able to see me do something, they're good in computers, they're good in a lot of IT, they would tell me, I think, since you're doing this to attain this, I think you can do this, it is faster. And that's how I learned a lot of things. Mostly when I'm training guys, they will tell me, you're so good at doing things like not using the mouse. But it's because I was trained not to. And I also thank a lady who trained me when I was doing my internship. She used to be at the front office where I joined, and she told me a lot. Don't use the mouse a lot. Learn to use the keyboard. And I can assure you, this really helped me a lot. So sharing is important. When you have some information, share. When you see something happen, like now we have a lot of information on the media, since schools were closed and kids are at home and teenagers are at home idle, there's a lot of teenage pregnancies. There's a lot of people being defiled, both boy child and girl child. And sometimes when you stay in a neighborhood where you have some girls around, for me, I'm the kind who likes talking. So I think that's even the reason I opened this YouTube channel. I talk a lot. I talk to them and tell them, if you need to talk to someone, if you need to ask anything, if I see them doing something that I think is getting them into trouble, I will tell them, by the way, whatever you're doing is wrong. So fine, there are those who will hate me for it. There are those who will be okay with it. But I believe in some years to come, they'll look back and say, that person, they really advised me. How many of us used to be reprimanded by our parents or even beaten while we were young, and we really used to look at our parents like, these are evil parents. But later on in life, looking at the way you've turned, you appreciate it. Because you look at the people who are never scolded and were given all those privileges, and parents who are not harsh, or parents who did not beat their children to discipline them, or not even just beat. You can discipline even without beating. You look at the way they behave, trust me, there's a difference. For them, they cannot see because they don't have it in their mind. Even the Bible tells us, spare the rod and spoil a child. And I can assure you, there are some things that we've been told for ages that are very right. Time has proved they are right. When you spare the rod, you spoil a child. In today's world, I know kids are not beaten. They are told to go to a corner. But it's important. That's why some people have turned the way they are and others have turned differently. I'd also like to say, there are some things like knowledge. Even the Bible again tells us, my people perish for lack of knowledge. So if you don't share knowledge and you don't receive knowledge, you will become irrelevant. Things are changing, the world is changing. So if you really want to be relevant in this world, share information and let information be shared to you. And I can assure you, don't feel like by letting somebody know everything that you know, or a lot of things that you know, they will take your position at work, or they will throw you out of where you're supposed to be. Because I believe at the end of the day, If something is yours, it will be yours. And if someone is not meant for something, trust me, they will not make it there. There are some things that come with experience. There are some things that come with some knowledge. And it's not just about books. It's about also personality and character. So don't be afraid of sharing. Share information. Share with the people around you. You go to the village, you see those girls there. Encourage them, because maybe even their parents never finished school. So what, some of them can't even advise them in a different way from what they did. Share with them. And I can assure you, you're helping to make the society a better place. I can assure you, when you share, even at your place of work, people will feel free to talk to you and to ask questions, and they will, it gives you a sense of satisfaction when you share. Thank you for watching. I believe this is very informative, and kindly share, subscribe my videos, give me any comments that you have, and I'll appreciate. Thank you.